Hello and a very warm welcome. Another rant participating on the channel. Over to you, Sergio Perez. Started the season well and back to his 23 ways of underperforming. Unfortunately, Perez is going to have it. Whether you're 2 foot or 6 foot tall, I don't care. Whichever driver it is, you're going to get called out. Sergio Perez is underperforming in that Red Bull. He's just signed a new contract. That should give him the boost, the energy to perform. And he's got worse since the contract. Starts the season well and then tails off. 0 wins in a Red Bull this season. It's not good enough. You cannot, and I've been hammering them. Alex Albon, touring my new one at Red Bull, should have been sacked, deserved to be sacked. Gasly, touring my new one, deserved to be sacked, he was sacked. And now Perez is going down that same line. His performances are nowhere near good enough for a Red Bull driver. He's 5th in the drivers, and that soon could be 7th. It's scandalous for a Red Bull driver. We're on about a good car here, a top car, where Max usually wins and gets pole, and Perez will be 11th or he'll be 8th. It's shambolic. And Helmut Marko, who is a brutal man, has got rid of drivers for a lot less than this. Danny Kvyat being one. Obviously Sergio brings a lot of sponsorship money from his native region, but yeah. 5th in the drivers with 118 points. He's 119 off Max. It's a disgrace. We're approaching round 12. We're not even halfway yet, and he's that far off. It is so bad. Underperforming consistently. In the last 5 races, he scored 15 points. 15 points. That averages at 3 points a race. For a Red Bull driver. Now, if this was Williams or Sauber, this would be quite a good return. But for a Red Bull driver, it's nowhere near good enough. So, 15 points in his last 5. Austria was his best finish in the last 5, ironically. And he was terrible. I gave him a 0 on driver ratings. People defended him, saying he had damage. What about the other races? The Monacos, the Canadas, and the Spains. And shit qualifying after shit qualifying. Enough is enough. Say it how you see it or not at all. Stop fence sitting. Get off the fence. I don't have splinters in my arse. I'm allergic to them. Strong start. And we've seen it in 2023. A strong start. He got 2 wins last season. And then he tails off. We go again next season. Starts well this season. Tails off. And he's not even won a race this season. So we're going to run down his results. And yeah. And honestly, that point goes missing. If McLaren, Ferrari and Mercedes were consistent every week, Red Bull would have a fight on for the constructors. But unfortunately, McLaren are not converting wins. And Piastri goes missing. Ferrari are so inconsistent. Like, they're good at Monaco. They've been shit ever since. Mercedes started so badly that they're not going to be able to catch up. So if them 3 teams were consistent, Red Bull would actually be having a bigger fight for the constructors. And that is down to Perez. Since Miami, Sergio Perez has been a disgrace. And that's putting it nicely. We'll run down his results. We start at Bahrain. He qualifies 5th, finishes 2nd. Saudi Arabia qualifies 3rd, finishes 2nd. Australia qualifies 6th, finishes 5th. Japan qualifies 2nd, finishes 2nd. China 2nd, finished 3rd. So, it's a great start to the season. That's 4 podiums in the first 5. That's good. That's what you expect by a Red Bull driver. But then we get to Miami and it starts to go to shit. Qualified 4th, finished 4th. Monaco qualified 11th. 11th from Monte Carlo, a track you can't overtake. How is he qualifying 11th in a Red Bull? DNF, Kevin Magnussen took him out. That's not his fault. Canada qualifies 16th. 16th. DNF in the race. Spain qualifies 11th, finishes 8th. Austria qualifies 8th and finishes 7th. Ooh, but he had damage. What about the others? Finishing 8th at Spain. Did he have damage that weekend? I'm sick and tired of the bullshit excuses. It's like Lewis Hamilton. If he has a shit weekend, oh, I had damage to the car. Come out. Let's have a look at it then. Because consistently, since Miami, Sergio Perez has been shocking. I mean, look at that. His last 4 qualifyings. Monaco, 11th. Canada, 16th. Spain, 11th. Austria, 8th. Nowhere near good enough. And if he keeps this up, he should be sacked on the spot immediately. Yeah, he's just signed a new 2-year deal. But contracts can be broken. Sergio Perez, at the minute, he needs a big Silverstone. Because, yeah, he's performing really bad at the minute. Honestly, if he keeps this up in the next 5 races, he should be sacked. Very lucky to keep his seat in 23. And, yeah, he starts well and then just tails off. Where's the performance? Where's the passion? Where's the vision? The aggression? I'll use an old football line. Yeah, nowhere near good enough. Consistently, I mean, out in Q2, out in Q2, in a Red Bull, out in Q1. Wow. Yeah. So there we have it. Sergio Perez. Comment down below your thoughts. Like I say, whether you're 1 foot or 7 foot tall, you don't perform, you get called out on this channel. And I don't care who you are. Whether you're Max, called him out for the crash at Austria. Lewis, called him out many times. Russell bottling it. Norris not converting these wins. Doesn't matter who you are. Adios.